Warning, this may contain content not suitable for children. And snowflakes, you have been warned. Welcome to Sporkerz News Podcast. My name is Scott. Thank you for showing up today. Let's take a look at this article I found. So this article from NME.com, I don't know who they are, has a headline here that states, "The Mandalorian fans want Gina Carano fired for mocking trans people." Are we going to keep doing this, people? She didn't mock anyone, okay? There were people that thought she did because she didn't understand why people were putting, pronouns in their bio. There's even a tweet where she talks about, and it's in this article, and we'll just go over it. You know what? Let's just go over it. Let's just jump in. All right. So once again, this is from NME.com, and the author or reporter is Sam Warner. "The Mandalorian fans want Gina Carano fired for mocking trans people. The actress has sparked a backlash on social media." I would say, and just, how can you hate that face? I would say she actually has a lot of support on social media. Let's go on. "The Mandalorian star, Gina Carano, has been accused of mocking trans people after putting the words boop, bop, beep in her Twitter bio in lieu of pronouns. The actress, who portrays Cara Dune in the Disney Plus Star Wars series, was asked by fans whether she would add pronouns to her bio to show solidarity with the trans community. The act of adding pronouns has been common among trans and non-binary people in order to avoid being misgendered, while many cisgendered people have also included them to show support for the community. And I see nothing wrong with that. If that's how you want to show support for a community that you don't belong in, that's your right. And I support anybody who does that." One user tweeted to Carano that her co-star Pedro Pascal had included them, while also accusing her of liking tweets that mock the act of adding pronouns. "Yes, Pedro and I spoke." There, let's just actually go to the actual tweet right there. So Gina said on September 12th, "Yes, Pedro and I spoke, and he helped me understand why people were putting them in their bios. I didn't know before, but I do now. I won't be putting them in my bio, but good for all of you who choose to. I stand against bullying, especially the most vulnerable, and freedom to choose, 100%. Could it be said any better? Look, she doesn't want to put it in her bio, okay, but right after that, she says, "Good for you. I support you. I stand against bullying, and especially the most vulnerable, and freedom to choose." So I see nothing wrong with that. She didn't mock trans people. She made it aware that she didn't probably understand why everyone was putting the pronouns in, but she had a talk with somebody, Pedro, who is the Mandalorian, and she answered the question. However, later on, she tweeted to another fan that she had decided to put 3 very controversial words in my bio, beep, bop, boop, adding, "I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation." So that comes from Joe Pags, whatever. "Gina Carano not being coy. What is the woke world mad at you about? I'm looking at your tweets. Are they mad you called 2 women in a UFC fight ladies? Fill a brother in." Gina responds, "They're mad because I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me in every way, which they did, I decided to put 3 very controversial words in, which I just put, I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation. And she was being attacked daily, because in today's world, it's not enough that you say you support a group. It's that you have to bend the knee to that group and show your solidarity, wear your star, And if you don't do that, well, then you're not really supporting us because your words mean nothing, right? You have to make a grand gesture. Look, I support trans people's rights. I am not a trans person. I support anybody's right. If they're not harming somebody by the way they live and who they love, then I'm down with them living their life the way they want to. But when you come back on us and then try to pull this type of thing where you're forcing us to bend the knee to you, well, then that's bullying. I mean, that is the definition of bullying. Okay, so we go on. Another fan then suggests that her actions could be construed as mocking. Okay. Oh no, you're mocking somebody. When did it come that people's feelings can never be hurt or people can't feel weird? Like, look, I grew up in an era, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names can never hurt me. You're the one. If someone's mocking you, let's just say, and it affects you, it's you that are allowing it to affect you. In recovery, that's what we learned. Only I can feel. No one can make me feel with words. It's my, own history, my own prejudice, my own experiences that put some type of power into the words they use. So, freedom of speech is freedom of speech for a reason. Yes, there are jerks out there that say really mean things, but without freedom of speech, we wouldn't know that they're jerks. Do you understand? Okay, another fan then suggests that her actions could be construed as mocking. Carano replied, I don't think trans people would like all of you trying to force a woman to put something in her bio through harassment and name calling every day for months, such as racist, transphobe, biatch, weirdo, I hope you die, I hope you lose your career, you're fat, you're ugly. That is not true. She is gorgeous. Again, people have gone so far that to prove their point, they attack people with the same actions they're saying that person is doing to them. So instead of just mocking people, which Gina Carano, I see no evidence of that. These people are like literally telling her to die, to lose her job, to you're fat and ugly, like harassing a woman. When did it become okay to do this? It's because she's in a certain female class. I don't know. I'm asking you. Let me know down below. She later claimed that she was not mocking trans people, tweeting, beep, bop, boop has zero to do with mocking trans people and to do with exposing the bullying mentality of the mob that has taken over the voices of many genuine cases. Whew, powerful girl. I want people to know you can take hate with a smile. So bop you for misunderstanding. All love, no hate. So again, words only have power if you give them to them. She has been, I understand celebrities are open to this. They get attacked, but literally months of this. And she finally had enough and she's standing up for people instead of just, going against what she believes and her convictions and just doing what most of Hollywood does, bend the knee and beg for forgiveness and then go back to living the life you usually live. You know how many closeted conservatives there are in Hollywood? I don't. You know why? Because they're closeted. How is that okay? How is it someone's political views and maybe moral views even are so bad that they have to hide it in a full state, city of LA, but really California, in fear of losing their job or even worse? That to me, wake up people. You're doing exactly what you are harassing everyone else about you think they're doing. There are terms for that. There was a guy in the 30s in Germany that got the kids riled up, these brown shirts, and would just send them out thinking they were doing the right thing, thinking that this was the right moral decision to do. And they hurt people. They told on people, so they were arrested. They found people. They put people behind bars. You look at our streets nowadays, they're all young, they're all angry, they're all pent up because they've been in the house for so long, and people are just lighting the match and letting that fire go. And how can you live in a city that allows one group to riot while the citizens of that city are in terror? You need new leadership. So she's coming out against bullying in general, and the bullying that is, if you don't believe in our movement because we're righteous, then we're going to destroy you. Does anybody else see the irony in that? I hope you do. However, many fans have criticized her arguments and actions, with some calling for her to be fired from The Mandalorian. So let's destroy this woman's career because, I don't agree with her. Girl, we aren't bullying it. The fact that you even thought it was a good idea, after outright refusing to add your pronouns to your profile, seems like mockery to me. No, she's making a point, and she replies, sorry about that. Beep Bop Boop has zero to do with mocking trans people. Okay, so we put that before. So I like that bop for misunderstanding. And this guy put, I was going to go completely off on this, but after thinking for a moment, all I'm going to say is I hope that someday you realize how contradictory it is to make a joke at an entire marginalized community's expense to try and prove that you are anti-bullying. I mean, anybody want to take that? I'm sorry, but if people are telling you that it is offensive and hurtful, then why keep it up? I don't think people have to put pronouns if they do not want to, but do not mock people who do. You might not think it has a mocking tone, but it clearly does. Okay, so I haven't seen her mock anyone. Okay, she didn't want to put the pronouns in. People attacked her for it for months, and that was her response to show them that you can't bully me into doing what you want because you, again, think your moral crusade is the right one, because everyone needs to fall in line because we're the right, really the left, and what we say is the high ground. And if you don't bend the knee to that, well, then we'll just try to destroy you. It is so counterproductive, and it's so hive-like mentality where they will just feed on somebody's life, attack their career, destroy them. I mean, normal people getting doxxed and losing their job. I mean, because they don't agree with you, they can't feed their family. I don't understand that. I really don't. This other person put, and it's Maya Rose, I think, cis people do not get to determine what is and isn't harmful to trans people. Okay. And many trans people have said any sort of pronoun mocking jokes from cis people, no matter the intent, causes harm. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do with freedom of speech if it causes harm? Do you try to change the law of freedom of speech? Because that ain't happening. No. You either don't listen and walk away, or you debate back and try to teach somebody with your knowledge. And a lot of these aren't, vicious ones that I've already seen online. These are people trying to come across as they're trying to help Gina understand. And I'm sorry, it's not that she's doing anything wrong. It's that she won't bend the knee, and they can't fathom that an actor won't bend the knee. Replace Gina Carano with a trans woman on The Mandalorian. So right there, lose her job. Gina Carano is ignorant AF, and I hope she gets fired from Mando. It's unbelievable. The Gina Carano is trash saga continues. I seriously hope Disney fires her from The Mandalorian and replaces her with a new trans character. Why? Why does it have to be trans? Why not, if they do fire her, which they shouldn't, replace her with, the best actor? To add, I imagine she'll live throughout season 2, so they should just kill Cara Dune off between season 2 and 3 to avoid her coming. Alex, Scottish Mando, because someone doesn't agree with you politically, or socially, whichever, I tend to think it's more political, but you want to destroy her career. Do you understand how what you're doing is actually worse than what you're saying she's doing? Because you're saying she's just mocking. You're trying to destroy a career, Alex. Food for thought, buddy. And that's it for this one. I'm not going any further anyways. Let's take a look at, maybe we could take a quick look at Gina's Twitter account right now. The Mandalorian just kicked off. They just put out the trailer, and she replied to that. So let's take a look. All right. Make sure it comes up for all you. Oh, it did. Nice. Perfect way to start the day. The Mandalorian. Nice. So let's see all these people attacking her. Huck says, and that's Huckberry Gen X. Cool name. Glad you're starting off on a good foot and a full heart today. These days, it is no easy task. I can hardly do it, and I'm smart and good looking. You are just, and we support your righteous stand. I sure do. Try and take it easy on Mando this season. That's support to me. That sounds like support. All aboard the hype train. Have we started the hype? Sounds like support, and that's from Tugs. That Thug Life. If you're not subscribed to her, you're crazy. She's awesome. My BFF, my Thelma to my Louise, drunk 3PO. He says 2 seconds of Cara Dune is better than 0. But you never told me your favorite color. I guess blue. That guy. He's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Anywho, Christian says true. Luke Skywalker. Even Luke Skywalker. This is incredible. The Mandalorian is our beacon of hope, which I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like the whole Baby Yoda thing, but it's the only decent Star Wars we've had in years. That Thug Life, again, it's so good. I can't wait. And I'm so happy for, look, just because I don't agree with them that it's a good show, I'm happy for my friends because they're happy it's a good show. You see how that works? That I don't have to now go after them and be like, you're an idiot. I'm going to destroy you. You need to believe what I believe. It doesn't follow continuity. Why would you ever no. Let them enjoy. That's the whole idea of the Fandom Menace. Let me enjoy what I enjoy. Don't ruin my stories and the history and the canon. And you enjoy what you do. I mean, there's people out there that like The Last Jedi. I freaking hate it. But I respect that they like it. It's that people attacked us for disliking it. Do you understand not the mockery, but the hypocrisy? Anyways. But Stephen Turner says, Mando wears a mask. Baby Yoda says wearing a mask is the way. And that trans life matter. I don't know if that's him going after or her, Stephen, it says. But, everybody's life matters. The TARDIS Zone, you're an idiot, Disney. Won't fire her anyways because she wasn't transphobic. You all are disgraced and don't actually represent this community in a nice way. Mob mentality. It's idiots like you who ruin it for the community. So jog on, you moron. Word up. Price of Reason, great channel. Can't wait, Gina. This looks great. Oh, who's this handsome fella? I hope it's an amazing one for you, Gina. I am not the biggest fan of The Mandalorian, being honest, but I watch to support you. I do. Stick Kenobi, you waited too long, of course. Can't wait to watch. Where are your pronouns? We know you just want attention. So I got this blaster. This guy, he's against her. But that's okay, because it's not everybody who wants her fired. Quarter Black Garrett, part of one of the greatest streaming shows on YouTube or behind the paywall you'll ever find. Louder with Crowder. Just here to show support for Gina against the weirdos. There you go, man. I know it's no September, but I'm there for her. Lord Radin needs more Cara Dune, but as long as you're on the show, I'm hyped. Leader of the Lost Outlaws, good morning. So, even though she doesn't respond to any of mine, which I would love, she has support, okay? Once again, small, vocal group trying to control the narrative is making it out to be that the Star Wars fans don't support Gina Carano, and that's BS. So keep it up, guys. If you support Gina, let me know down below. What is it about her that makes you want to support her? Is it her standing up for herself? Is it her acting? Is it that she's a goddess? I said that. Yes, I did. Let me know in the comments below. And remember, freedom isn't free, everybody. So make sure you fight for it. Have a great day.